Hello, students. This week we're looking at Buddhism. Buddhism is not really a religion, it's more of a way of life or a philosophy. And so that's what your assignment is on this week. I have two different videos. They're not long, they're both very, very interesting. I think you'll enjoy them. I'd look for the best videos, and I've found them, I think, that are short to the point, but also entertaining, and uh, and so I think you'll enjoy it. So you will go on and watch the two videos, then you'll make a Word document. You'll say I watched the two videos, and then you'll write a half page or more on the Google Doc, and then you'll share it with me. And I have the email address on there. You go to the same place as you have every other week to find your assignments, but I will email it to you shortly after I get finished making this video. Okay, so just a little bit about Buddhism. Um, uh, Buddha had everything. He was born wealthy, the son of a wealthy man, and so he was going to be the next ruler. So essentially found out that life was all about suffering. And it's on the videos. I'll leave that for the videos. But basically, what he found was life is about suffering, and the way to get away from suffering is by the middle way. The middle way being not living in the lap of luxury, not having the greatest cars and the greatest houses and the greatest food and the greatest life, everything that you ever wanted. But it's also not by starving to death and not having a place to live and freezing and burning up all the time and just being completely uncomfortable. So, and he tried both of those things. He had everything, and then he had nothing, and he starved, and he froze, and he suffered, and he found out that neither of those things were the way. The way was somewhere in between those two, a life of moderation. And so, in a life of moderation, then we're not worried about trying to get more food. We're not worried about burning up or freezing. We can concentrate on helping other people and be able to eventually seek enlightenment and help people along the way. So that's the idea of the middle way. He also decided that there were four noble truths, uh, truths. So there were four noble truths. Uh, the first one is that life is about suffering, and that everything about not just humans but creatures in general, life is about suffering. And so that's number one. Life is about suffering. Uh, number two, number two, suffering is caused by desires. Uh, the desires that we have, always seeking out more and more and more. We see this in our lives, definitely. We have plenty, but we always want more. And so seeking out more and more and more all the time is what causes us to suffer. Our desires, our wants. And so number three, we must manage our desires. We must keep our desires to a minimum. And we must be content in whatever situation that we're in. We must, and I think we've even talked about that in class. I know we've talked about it a lot in my senior economics class. Being content wherever you're at, in whatever situation you're in, it's very important to try to be content. And then number four number four is the Eightfold Path, and the way to escape um, all this suffering is is the middle way that I've already mentioned. So the middle way is our life's goal is to try to find the middle way, but eventually to find in Buddhism at least, is to find enlightenment, and the video will talk about that some. Okay, and then so number four is the eightfold path that will help us to find the middle way. Okay, the eightfold path. Number one is right view, to view things properly, and it goes over this in the first video. It goes in it in detail. Number two is right intentions, and we know that. We know that we need to have good intentions in life, but it goes in a little bit more depth. Number three is right speech, to say the right thing, not to tell things that aren't true, not to lie, not to bear false witness, those type of things. Number four are right actions, not to steal, not to beat people up, not to do mean stuff, and so that's right actions. Number five is right livelihood, and to have a good livelihood. Number, well, I can't hold up six fingers, so I'll hold up five and one. Six is right effort, to give a good effort, to always do your best, to try to accomplish and to try to strive. And number seven is right mindfulness, and we all know that one of our biggest struggles in life is to fight with this mind that it's always driving us crazy, or at least, yeah, I would think that most of us are that way. And then number eight, five plus three equals eight for some of y'all. Concentration, right concentration. And so that's those are the eightfold path. And so this is essentially things that we all know that we need to do anyway. These are not just Buddhist principles, but these are things that we can apply in our Christian lives also, because I know most of us fall into the category of Christians, and I'm a Christian. I'm fighting with that constantly to try to live a better life, to do better things, to treat my family better, to treat my students better. And so I'm constantly fighting with myself to try to live a better Christian life. And a lot of these things are in the things that we look at in Buddhism. So anyway, I hope you enjoy the lesson. If you'll give it a few minutes, one of the videos is a little over 10 minutes. The other one's a little over 5 minutes. I think you'll find it very interesting. I think you will see that you can apply some of these things in your own personal life, regardless of what religious affiliation you are. And I think most of y'all are Christians, and these things will apply to our lives also as Christians. So I hope y'all have a great day. Oh, by the way, some of y'all turned in some phenomenal projects. I'm so proud of what some of y'all did. So those of y'all that have not turned in projects, you can still turn those in. Please send them to me. And I hope y'all have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. It's beautiful outside, so enjoy the weather. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye bye.